My video for October 14th, 2017 is entitled Enslaved by Deception or Love One Another. Crocodile Kenger, I have trouble with that pronunciation, whose comments to me were the subject of my previous video, is a woman from Eastern Europe of Muslim lineage. Her name is a combination of crocodile and kangaroo that she made up. Again, she said, quote, love and wisdom, ... That is the nature of this human reality, end quote. She gets it. Some do, yet many refuse to see that division by religion is created, not to bring us together, but to divide us into conflicting camps. Who benefits from this? Yes, the money changers, the politicians, the corporations, but certainly not the human race. We are not even considered human beings by these demonic charlatans. We are their slaves. We are used to fight their wars and feed their egoic insanity. Yes, they thrive on division. And as long as they succeed in their deception, we all lose. The only way we can win is by choosing to love one another, regardless of our differences. Love is the greatest and only solution to the quagmire and travesty that has been our history. We are not born in sin. We are enslaved by deception. Can we learn to love one another? Indeed, I wrote this blurb after sharing some comments and finding out who she actually was. And she had commented previously, she told me, on a Resource video and would love to get together if I can ever make it to Europe. She'd love to get together with Aristo and I and talk. She's obviously a woman with an open mind who is willing to look at things with some objectivity and not get caught into the paradigm of choosing between which of the faulty religions is the right one. The truth is, none of them are the right one. Love is the right one, and it's not a religion. It's the root of spirituality. It's in all religions because spirituality touches every aspect of our lives. So it has to be included in our religions, or otherwise we wouldn't even begin to be taken in by it. So they teach love, love, love in all of the religions, and yet practice war, war, war. And the whole thing is a great con game by whatever beings the demons are and humans that have fallen into their trap. It's, as I keep on saying, it's insane. It's absolute insanity. And then I had a friend send me some stuff yesterday, after I wrote this blurb, by the way, saying that the Eastern Buddhist tradition of everything is Maya, and ultimately we all go into nothingness. There is no egoic or personal identity. That it's all that whole thing is part of the con, the personal identity. I'm Ron Van Dyke this time around. In the past life, I may have had a different name, but it was still my soul. But there's a disconnect between that life and this life for most of us, and previous lives, if indeed we are eternal beings, as I believe we are. There's a disconnect, and Buddhism and our various religions have given us excuses and reasons why this is an illusion, why this is Maya. And to be able to get it, we have to stop thinking of it as an illusion, even if it's technically and scientifically provable that an atom is mostly empty space and we are composed of atoms, therefore we are mostly nothing. No, we are consciousness. Consciousness is something. and it's something that's very important. Consciousness is given choices. We are aware that we exist. Even the most primitive mind is aware of its own existence, even if we that consider ourselves more advanced. I mean, I sometimes question whether we really are or not. We would consider the more primitive people to be exactly that, primitive, not awakened. But who is it that's not awakened? They recognize their place, and they live in peace with the animal kingdom and the plant kingdom, and they have a respect that most in Western cultures don't have. We have lost that ability to see our connection to the bigger picture, because the bigger picture keeps getting erased every time we're born, and we forget the connection. We forget. And this is because we have been brainwashed. We have been manipulated, cajoled, led down a primrose path that leads us nowhere except going around and around on a hamster wheel that accomplishes absolutely nothing. We have the capability now to actually rise up because of the internet, as I have said and keep saying, because of the internet. They use it to spy on us, but we can use it for good. We can take everything that has been created for our destruction and use it for our salvation, for our redemption. Whatever words you want to put in there, we can rise up and become free. But we don't become free till we admit that we have been deceived, till we begin to see the deception, and we choose to follow the dictums of all of the religions to love one another. It's there, folks. It's there. Even in Muslim religion, okay, which has been so maligned and mischaracterized, and had some things put in at the end of his life. I forgot Muhammad. At the end of his life, there were things inserted that were not there in the beginning, and I don't know how much of an impact his wife had on that. But none of that really matters if we get beyond the trying to decide who's right. Love is right, folks. Love will work. Love will heal. And as she said, as Crocodile said in the other video, she, can love her mother a lot easier than she can love a stranger. But we have to be able to get beyond even just our friends and family and be able to love, at least listen to and respect those that are not in our family, that are not considered our relations. That's the advancement that we need to make spiritually, psychologically, morally, ethically, whatever category you want to put on it. We need to make that leap from division to unity. Can we do it? Are we willing to let go of the things that have enslaved us, the things that have been put in our path to deceive us, to take us out of the big picture and into a smaller, very narrow picture that goes, as I said, nowhere? This is the challenge that I am faced with, that you are faced with, that we all are faced with. We can learn to love one another, but not without a major overhaul of our belief systems. And again, belief has a lie in the middle of it. We need to recognize that belief systems are built not on truth, but lies, even when they contain the nugget of truth of the importance of loving one another. This is my message, and it will continue to be my message till I'm either taken out or till we start to really get it. Thank you for listening, and namaste.